Before we dive into the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe because it will help my channel a lot, and I'll appreciate you guys a lot for doing so. Welcome back to my channel, guys, and today we are going to do my top 5 favorite outfits from Love Nikki. So, if you guys don't follow my Instagram, that's okay. I just posted something recent, let me just find it, and it's regarding a new video series where I'm going to look at the top 5 red suits, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, white suits, and just show you which I like. So obviously I will probably do more, but just for the aesthetics of this post, I'm just gonna go with these colors. So my very first one is going to be a red series, so this is what you're in for, and I asked my followers to comment their own favorite red outfits. So a lot of you guys responded, and hopefully I'll be able to scroll through everyone. I actually chose 3 people who I'm going to do honorable mentions because they suggested a suit that I didn't think of, and even though it didn't make it into my main top 5, I'll still mention it later on in the video. But without further ado, let's get started. So coming in at number 5, can you tell who it is from this shadow? If you can, just let me know. Oh, and just a quick thing, before I get started on this video, a huge shout out to syngtu because she helped me film the suit parts for a lot of these outfits because I personally don't have them myself. So she is a crazy amazing player, an amazing person, so if you can, follow her on Instagram and look at her wardrobe count. She is at 97%. What? No, 98%. That's crazy. So thank you for helping me make this video, Sin. So let's go to the first suit, Scarlet's Sin. And I loved Scarlet's Sin when it came out because it was a Ruin piece, and back then I was a huge Ruin fanatic. And the fact that she had really cool hair, a new makeup that was actually animated, foreground or background item, I can't remember. I just thought that it was really neat, and I'll just bring you on over to the screen over here. So this is her hair. I think it's one of the coolest hairs in the game. This is a pose which is pretty neat, same with her band-aid, but most importantly, if you look at her makeup for a while, you can see that it actually lights up from time to time. So I thought that this was a pretty neat suit, and it comes in for number 5. So number 4, can you guys guess what this is? So this one is Cerise's box, and unfortunately I didn't finish her myself. When she came out to our server, I just thought she was stunning because everything about her was so rich and vibrant. I never saw this type of suit before because her whole pose was like the legs and then the arms, and it was just like the typical CN server suit that we never got on our server. So the fact that we got it, it was like a huge step forward to the transition from our kind of more plain and old suits to newer suits like this in the future. So I really loved it. I thought that it was beautiful. I love the makeup, and as you can see on Sin's page here, the whole dress is actually the pose, which is a little bulky, and her makeup is actually really cute too. It's like a really cute red makeup. So you can see how that makeup is actually very versatile, and it works very well with a lot of different hairs. So especially the black hairs, it's very sharp and it helps contrast the color a lot. I personally really love this makeup. So next in here for number 3, this one is one of my channel's favorite and most memed suits, and it's called Hellish Bloom. So Hellish Bloom was an event that came a long time ago, and unfortunately it hasn't come back since, so I'm super salty. I didn't have a chance to finish it, but Sin did, so yes, I get to play with her on her account. The whole concept and the aesthetics of it was just so neat. Like, look at the skull in the background. I just love the, if you guys want to say it together with me, the barbecue sauce on her. So I just really love her. I love her hair. Even her pose is also really neat. This is, I'm pretty sure, a top scoring item. I love the horns because it's one of the meaner horns that we have on our server. As for the skull in the background, it's animated, so that's also a plus. But most of all, her makeup is just so pretty. It's like she's bleeding from every corner, and I think it kind of works. Do you know what it would also work with? Maybe the fairy suit. If I could remember what the fairy suit is called. I mean, this is kind of gory, but this is censored, so we don't have our cuts and bruises. So maybe I'll change the pose. Give me a second. So here, like if you really wanted to do something dark and gory, you could always make something like this. And I thought that it was just really cool, and I am forever regretful that I don't have this outfit. And as for number 2, she is our controversial queen. Can you tell who she is by the blurred picture? Well, she is our very own Banzai Momiji, and if you don't know who she is controversial because this was a ranking event, and ranking events are never well supported by the community because it forces players to put a lot of money to get a very exclusive suit, and a lot of people spend hundreds of dollars for it. So I know people spend probably like $500, or like the top spenders probably spent $500 to like $1,000 just to get this outfit. And the problem with these outfits is that they're not available to the whole community, as in only like a small fraction of the community, like 500 players, can get the suit. That was one of the problems with it, and because of a boycott last year, I'm pretty sure we finally got rid of the ranking events on our server, so that's always a plus. So even Sin, she wasn't able to finish it, unfortunately. She was only able to get the hair, which I think is amazing. Like, her hair here is one of the prettiest parts of this outfit. I also loved her posed hair because her posed hair is so cool, and I love how it's hanging from the sky or whatever. It's like hanging by the leaves, and I think that the concept is really beautiful. Even her makeup and her pose and everything about her I love, but it's very unfortunate she came as a ranking event so that not everybody can enjoy her beauty to the max. So a lot of the newer players in the game probably don't know about her because she won't ever come back. So that was number 2, but before we move on to number 1, why don't we go and look at my special mentions. So this special mention number 1 is from Tao Yang and LN Fashionista. This one is Farewell to, oh god, Bordeaux? Oh, I can't even say it properly, but I totally forgot she existed because happiness events before the one that we had recently, they were practically gone from our servers. So I totally forgot about her, and I remember being in love with her because I loved her hair, loved her makeup, loved her pose, loved how her fingers were painted. I loved the background item and the ground items, and the lamp was also really neat because it was animated. So if you go to view mode, do you see how it's animated? It's so pretty, and it's like somewhat translucent. So you can see the texture over her, and you can also see her face. So I thought that it was super cool. I loved it, and I thought she was beautiful, but not as beautiful as the top 5 suits I listed over here. As for my special mention number 2, and this is from Nina LN, can you guys guess which one this was? So I don't know why this flew under my radar, but I literally forgot she was a thing. But when I googled her, I was just like, it's her! It's her! It's her, and she's so beautiful. She comes with a man, so that's always a plus. Her whole pose is definitely super seducing, and I love how her legs kind of fade into a cat-like thing, and then there's a cat in the background, and there's a man in the background, which is perfect. And then there's also her makeup, which is literally so sharp and so pretty, and it just cut my soul in half because she was so pretty. But I think the reason why I forgot about her was because it was like an expensive event, and I just kind of gave up. I'm like, you know what, can't afford it, can't pay for it, so bye. But I didn't know that her feet had this. So this is the coolest thing ever. You can change her feet into cat feet. So I haven't seen a lot of people use it, but it's so pretty. She's so pretty. Honestly, this could be like my top one, if anything, but I decided to go with the other one because I totally forgot she was a thing. So how can she be my favorite if I didn't know she existed? Look how her dress comes with a tattoo. Like, what the heck? She's so beautiful. And then her tattoo over here, it's also really pretty. I just love her so much. So she's like a hard contender for number 1 if I remembered she'd existed. But I'm gonna be fair and I'll go with my top 5s that I actually had in mind. Let's go to number 1. She kind of pales in comparison to this one, but you know what? Let's just accept her for who she is because she was my favorite until yesterday, but still. And this one was also a fan favorite from my comments below, and look at her. She is so cool. She has the coolest pose. She has blood splatters here, and then she also has a helicopter, and she is basically an assassin looking type of chick. Her makeup is also very neat. And she also comes with glass shattering, so it doesn't show with this picture. Oh, you know what? Is it a background? I don't have this suit, so I'm not too familiar with it, but let me just take a peek. It came with this background over here, and I love seeing people use it in their Instagram. So for example, for Nakano, over here, you can follow her on Instagram. Wait, is this a foreground piece? I swear this is a foreground piece, but I just don't know because I don't own the outfit. But this is a really cool way of using it. Like, you can see another one over here, and I just love it when she uses it because it just, I don't know, it just adds that extra little oomph into the overall picture. So definitely love this suit. I thought that she's so badass. And yeah, she was my favorite number 1. But I think if I had a chance to choose it, I might actually choose the other one over there because I just can't get over her feet. I can't get over her hair, her makeup, her tattoos, her pose, her man in the background. Like, if you really wanted to take a look at the man in the background, like, how do I move her away? Like, hi there, what's up, my dude? You're pretty cool. Like, look at those forearms. Do you have feet? Okay, but still, forearms, and he has cat ears, and he has the same matching makeup as she does. If they're not a couple, he can be mine, but oh my god, look at them. They're so cute together. So yeah, let me know what your favorites are below in the comments. I would love to hear them. And stay tuned for part 2, which is the orange suits. And I will be posting it on my Instagram so you guys can help participate and maybe be a special mention in my video. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like my content. And I will catch you all later. Bye!